Hey everyone, this is Dr. Foster, and this is a Maximum Change Minute. I am a professional futurist. What I do is I think about the future. Part of my strategy working with organizations is to ask them questions like, what if this happens? What if the stock market crashes? What if oil prices come down below $50 a barrel? What if oil prices go up above $250 a barrel? What if manufacturing as we know it went away? What if? So my question is, what if you could predict the future? Now, I'm not saying that you're going to look into a crystal ball and imagine exactly what's going to happen. That's not what I'm talking about. But what I want to propose to you is that you might be able to prepare for the future. Actually see the future. What are you going to do tomorrow? Do you know what's going to happen tomorrow? My answer is both yes and no. I do know what's going to happen tomorrow because over on my desk here, I have a calendar and I can plan out my day. I also have over here a to-do list or a planning list that I use. So I do know what's going to happen tomorrow. Of course, I don't understand at this moment what the nuances of tomorrow will bring, but I can predict tomorrow. So as a business leader, what I'd recommend that you do is ask the question every day, what if? When you're reading an article in a magazine or in a newspaper or online, you might ask, what if that actually happens? How will that impact our organization? I'll give you a good example. We are watching 3D printing emerge right now. Now, in the last year, 2015, we heard a lot of discussion about the rise of robots. But I would ask the question, not so much about robotics, but what if 3D printing took off? So let me imagine a future, if you will. It's 2025, and manufacturing as we know it no longer exists. In fact, we're an on-demand society now. I would even call us a maker society. Sitting on your desk in your house or in your garage on the workbench is a 3D printer. And you go on to your favorite website, let's just say Amazon for right now, and you order a pair of tennis shoes. Now, instead of ordering those tennis shoes and having them shipped to you, Amazon sends you a data file, and then you send that data file on to your 3D printer. And in a given amount of time, however long the printer takes to print that, whatever the technology is at that time, you have a pair of tennis shoes. In fact, you have a pair of tennis shoes that fit you exactly. They are specific to your foot. Why? Because you have had them three-dimensionally scanned, and so now you can upload that information and order shoes that are designed specifically for you. So as I'm imagining the future, I'm asking, what impact would 3D printing have on my business if I was in manufacturing? Let's say I'm manufacturing tennis shoes. How would that impact us? Well, these are some of the fundamental questions that we ask to prepare ourselves for the future. Now, disruption is always going to happen. We cannot stop disruption. I don't know what's going to happen 5 minutes from now, an hour from now in the global stage. I don't know what the stock market's going to do. If I did, I'd be very, very wealthy. I don't know what the weather is going to do in the next 3 weeks. I don't know what the weather is going to be like this summer, so I don't know how it's going to impact futures markets. But what I can do is I can start watching things. I can start reading news and articles, and I can become aware of the things that are coming toward us. And I can ask myself fundamental questions about that technology, about that situation. And it begins to create scenarios in my head so that I can prepare for tomorrow. Now, again, I'm not saying you can predict exactly what's going to happen. However, if you have a first aid kit in your house and you cut your finger, you're prepared for the cut finger. You didn't know you were going to cut your finger, but you had that kit just in case. The same thing goes with scenario planning. You can have these ideas sitting over here just like you do with a first aid kit. And as these scenarios come along, the cut finger, for example, then you're prepared to make decisions based on what is happening at this time. Well, that's all that I have for right now. I've gone a little bit longer than a minute. I would hope that you'd visit us online at MaximumChange.com. You can email me there. I'd love to hear from you. You can also follow me on Twitter at MaximumChange, and hope you have a great day.